Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Floorball Summit 2021. For well-known reasons this year, mainly remote. Let's start off by welcoming our host at Eerikkilä, CEO of Eerikkilä Sports and Outdoor Resort, Mr. Petri Jakonen. Good to see you here this morning.
Thank you, and you too also, Oskari.
We at Finnish Floorball Federation know Eerikkilä quite well. This is the home of our national teams, and so a very familiar place for us, but maybe not to all our viewers today. So basically, what is Eerikkilä?
Oh, well, it's a good question, but going a little bit more years behind, it all started actually 74 years ago. Our founder is Mr. Erik von Frenkel, really experienced leader his time. He was member of the Olympic Committee almost 30 years. He was a member of the FIFA board for 30 years. He was the president of Football Association of Finland 32 years. He was the key person to brought, for example, Olympic Games 52 to Finland. And he gave actually the piece of land, and it all started 72 years ago. That's the background. And today we can say that Eerikkilä campus is about 30 hectares. We have 60,000 square meters of built infrastructure for outdoors and indoors, 570 beds, and that's mostly what Eerikkilä is.
I have a hunch that back in the day they didn't play floorball here, but how did things develop? Because nowadays we have fantastic facilities here for floorball, for example.
It all started with a very small, tiny little bit pitch, and it was sand pitch. It was actually the swamp, and they filled the swamp with 4,000 cubic meters of soil. And thinking back in 70 years, it was actually 70 times by small trucks or horses, and that was actually the behind of the attitude, a DNA of Eerikkilä.
And nowadays, who are your customers when we're talking about this year?
Well, our purpose, we are dedicated to support our customers' well-being and road to personal success. And mainly the customers are sports people, all the stakeholders, players, coaches, clubs, associations and leagues, mainly in football and floorball. And we also organize the B2B events, leadership educations and team building days. And also we have a lot of B2C customers year round.
As I said, for our national teams in floorball in Finland, Eerikkilä is quite a familiar place. We have, as I said, fantastic facilities. Also, the food here is a little bit too good. And so you mentioned football. You have a football background yourself, and floorball, mainly the two big sports you concentrate in. How big a customer is floorball for Eerikkilä, and what does it mean to you?
We can say that today actually it's almost 50-50 sports. It's floorball and football. We have a little bit of also cricket and rugby and basketball and athletics. But we have two strategical partnerships and target groups, and they are floorball and football. Floorball is really important for us, and we have the common services, the path for the coach education and player development, and we are really looking forward to the common future. And actually today, this is the beginning of build something for the global floorball family.
And from your point of view in Eerikkilä, what are the next steps, so to say? I have a feeling that something that we're doing today is a part of that process, but what are the next steps in developing floorball together?
Yeah, floorball is a global sport, and I think floorball, it has a great future. And today, as we all know, because of the pandemic, we need to be online and offline. And now next year, we want to have a face-to-face event and have a get-together for all the stakeholders globally in floorball here at Eerikkilä.
And what is the World Floorball Summit, and what is the idea behind it? What's going on? What's going to happen today?
Well, maybe it's better that all of the audience will be online the whole day, and hope that it gives a picture at the end that why this event has been produced.
We have many very interesting speakers today. Some are here and mostly remotely online today, and some very interesting topics as well. And at this point, I would like to remind all of our viewers that we also have a chat window for your questions, for your comments, and we try to facilitate them as much as possible for the speakers as well. As I mentioned, you have a football background. How good are you at floorball? What is your best position in the field?
Well, maybe it's better that I just take care of my things at Eerikilä. We shouldn't go back to the the years back. The football was big part of my life, but nowadays I think I'm passionate to support the development of two sports, floorball and football, and that's actually it.
Also, to everybody out there, if you've never been to Eerikilä, I strongly recommend. I had to stop today when I came in just to take a snapshot of the sunrise, because this is a really beautiful place as well, open to all other customers as well.